What are you doing? Huh? By this time, Saul was getting pretty, I guess you could say, upset. But Barnabas met a few of the other Christians and explained that Saul was a new man and that they should accept him for being a Christian. So for a while, Saul enjoyed some peace in Jerusalem and was able to travel around and talk about the Lord Jesus. But then the Hellenistic Jews came along and they got hacked off, and so once again, Saul had to flee for his life. This time he went to Tarsus. And I like to end this video by saying, by reading Acts 9:31. So the church throughout all Judea and Galilee and Samaria enjoyed peace, being built up and going on in the fear. Just cut that. I don't want.
Not yet. Okay.
After Saul's escape, he went to Jerusalem, and he tried to associate with some disciples there. And needless to say, sometimes the people were afraid of him, and they just didn't accept him. But he met up with a man named Barnabas, and Barnabas explained to the Christians that Saul was a new man. No longer did he persecute and kill Christians, but now he was one of them. So for a short period, Saul was able to move around freely in Jerusalem, preaching the good news about Jesus Christ. But then the Hellenistic Jews got stirred up. They didn't like Saul one bit. So once again, he had to flee for his life. He went to Tarsus. Cut. Something like that, something cornball.
I don't know. How are you running that? Okay.
I'd like to conclude this video by thanking all those who participated and all of our wonderful sponsors out there. I'd like to remind each of you watching that we hope that no one was offended. I'd like to conclude this video by thanking all those who participated and all those that made it possible, including our sponsors and those who were involved as actors. I also like to say that I hope no one was offended by. Start again. I also like to say that we hope no one was offended by some things that we portrayed. It was all done in jest, and we had a wonderful time doing it. My special thanks goes to T. Walker, our cameraman, T. And I'd like to conclude by saying good night.
Where are you going to be?
What you're about to see is no documentary. It's not actual footage, and it's not even a close reenactment. It is a true story, but the last names of the characters will not be used to protect the innocent. This film portrays the events in the 9th chapter of Acts. And behind me, you see the road to Damascus. Action! Now Saul, still breathing threats and murder against the disciples of the Lord, went to the high priest and asked for letters from him to the synagogues at Damascus, so that if he found any belonging to the way, both men and women, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem.
Thanks, I needed that. I tell you, I am so burning mad at those Christians. These people away, it's a communist plot or Hellenistic plot or something like that, but they're just screwing up everything. I need letters to the church or the synagogues of Damascus. We've got to bound these people up and bring them back to Jerusalem and put them in jail or death or something. They're messing us all up. Can I have some letters? Oh, for St. Pete, we can't wait here for all day for these letters. Now give me these letters. So I need these letters. You want them back? What, you forget to sign them? Come on, we need letters. We need to bind these people, take them on Jerusalem, put them in prison, kill them, persecute them. We really gotta raise these guys, man. They've messed up everything. They won't even listen to us folks anymore. Move that thing out of the way. Give me the letters. I tell you, no wonder we're in a mess. You high priest, just sit on your duff.
And it came about that as he journeyed, he was approaching Damascus.
Are we close to Damascus yet? Yes. Good.
And suddenly, a light from heaven fell. And he fell to the ground. And he heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said,
Who is that?
I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting.
What do you want with me?
But arise and enter the city, and it shall be told to you what you must do.
Oh, my eyes! Oh!
Cut. And the men who traveled with him stood speechless, hearing the voice but seeing no one. And Saul got up from the ground, and though his eyes were open, he could see nothing. And leading him by the hand, they brought him into Damascus.
I can't see!
And now we're in Damascus. And 3 days he was without sight and neither ate nor drank.
Damascus, Damascus. Well, I'm hungry, man. Look what it's done to me. I've lost at least 100 pounds. Damascus, Damascus. I wish I had my ivories here.
Cut. Now there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias, and the Lord said to him in a vision,
I'm having a vision.
Ananias, and he said,
Here I am, Lord.
and the Lord said to him, Arise and go to the street called Straight, and inquire at the house of Judas for a man from Tarsus named Saul. For behold, he is praying. And he has seen in a vision a man named Ananias come in and lay his hands on him, so that he might regain his sight. But Ananias answered,
Lord, isn't this the guy that I've heard about who was in Jerusalem and beat up all the saints there? And now he has the authority to come down here and bind us all up and take us back with him?
But the Lord said to him, Go, for he is a chosen instrument of mine, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and sons of Israel. For I will show him how much he must suffer for my name's sake. And Ananias departed and entered the house. Good.
Hey, he's not in the house. Saul! Saul!
He's out in the yard!
Oh, thanks.
Ebony.
Saul?
Ivory, yes.
Saul?
Yes.
My name is Ananias.
Yes.
And the God who you saw on the road to Damascus has
Yes.
sent me to you
Yes.
so that you can regain your sight
Yes.
and be filled with the Holy Spirit.
Oh. I can see.
And immediately there fell from his eyes something like scales. And he regained his sight, and he arose and was baptized. And he took food and was strengthened.
Wow! No wonder you couldn't see.
Paul's ministry in Damascus was short-lived. After he had talked about Jesus in the synagogues, so many people were mad at him that the Jews decided to kill him. So one night, a few of Paul's disciples took him to a wall and decided to lower him down. Let me remind you, it was during the night. And one day as Saul looked over the city, and many days had elapsed, the Jews plotted together to do away with him. But their plot became known to Saul, and they were also watching the gates day and night, so that they might put him to death.
They're watching those gates day and night. I'll never get out.
Let me remind you, it was during the night.
You guys,
Man, sure is dark out here.
Yeah,
I can't see anything.
Dark.
You know, those guys that are going to kill Paul, we got to figure out something to do to get him out of the city.
How about over the wall?
It's a great idea. How can we do it?
In a suitcase.
No.
No. In the trunk of a car.
No.
In a basket!
That's it!
That's it!
Well,
All right,
we're
all
in
right.
the
Oh, the basket. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go. We gotta get him.
We gotta
get him.
catch Saul. We gotta catch him. And we'll drop him right over here, right down, right here. Yeah, they'll never guess. In the dark. Let me remind you, it was during the night. Saul, we got a great plan to get you out of the city.
We'll
What?
put you in this blanket, cover you with a basket, and throw you. No. We'll put you in the basket, cover you with the blanket, put you over the wall.
Nobody will ever know. And remember, it is dark out here.
It is dark out here, yes.
It is dark.
out here. You sure I'm gonna fit in that basket?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can get in there, really. You can do anything on
You
video.
won't drop me.
Oh, no.
We wouldn't drop you.
Just put your feet in first. And then you
Tuck
gotta
down.
start bending down, and we're just gonna tuck this all in here, and nobody will ever be any the wiser. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, this is great. One, 2, 3. Bon voyage!
Hey, Saul! You okay down there? Good luck!
Yeah.
Rub your old noggin. Oh. Let me remind you, it was during the night. After Paul had escaped from Damascus, he went to Jerusalem. Sometimes he wasn't accepted by many of the people there because of his past reputation. Here are some of the responses he got. But it's Saul!
It's Saul!
After Saul's escape, he went to Jerusalem, and he tried to associate with some disciples there, and needless to say, sometimes the people were afraid of him, and they just didn't accept him. But he met up with a man named Barnabas, and Barnabas explained to the Christians that Saul was a new man. No longer did he persecute and kill Christians, but now he was one of them. So for a short period, Saul was able to move around freely in Jerusalem, preaching the good news about Jesus Christ. But then the Hellenistic Jews got stirred up. They didn't like Saul one bit. So once again, he had to flee for his life. He went to Tarsus. I also like to say that we hope no one was offended by some things that we portrayed. It was all done in jest, and we had a wonderful time doing it. My special thanks goes to T. Walker, our cameraman, T. And I'd like to conclude by saying good night.